I think in pole-only matches, this is a potential winning technique, you know, Rob,
Yeah,
because
of course,
you catch so. Well, when I say pole-only, I mean
any method.
Any method matches.
It's efficient, isn't it?
It's so efficient. I tell you what it does as well. It feeds your peg every time.
And it's very rare you're going to foul hook a fish. You're not missing a bite, so you have to lay your rig in again.
Lovely way of fishing.
It is, and obviously once you get used to it, you don't have to tighten up every time to that back leg, do you? You can get a feel for.
You start to get a bit of a feel for where it's at.
I mean, it's brilliant how many fish are around that feeder.
It's great for the guys to see. You know, I love it when we get a chance to. You know, with fishing, sometimes it can take its time. You know, these sessions come across over an hour and a half. And, you know, fishing's usually 5 hours, so it's nice to have the action to see. This is almost like hopefully like what you're seeing as like a bit of a golden run in a match. I mean, it might not happen again. I mean, it's absolutely black, isn't it? Let's not beat about the bush. That is, and it's a bit snaggy down there, that is, because that fish has just snagged me. Yeah, it's broken my hook length, yeah. So there's obviously like a few rocks and snags and that down there.
Obviously, I've changed my fish sitting position.
Yeah.
When I was sitting to your left-hand side, you can see all the roots running along that side. And when I, because this lake, this is how far, sometimes it's a little bit too deep, but this, I look on Google Earth at this particular lake, because there used to be a lot of lily pads in this lake. And on Google Earth, they still obviously show an old image, and it's a good idea to have a look at it. Yeah. You can see if you're chucking actually on lily pads or not. We checked on this lake, there used to be 2 trees here. So you can see that tuft to your left. There used to be a tree there. Still on Google Earth, and I noticed it earlier on. Didn't want to say anything, but obviously there's loads of roots that go in down that side.
Well, that was. I mean, I've had a root. I've had twice now where I felt it on a root. I mean, that was a fish. That was fish on.
Yeah.
I think if the fish swim out into the lake, you're okay. But if they don't, then you're going to get snagged on those roots. So again, great for the guys to see. Rob, we might have to adapt and come to this side. Yeah. That's what we might have to do. That's the. You know, if this side becomes almost too tricky to fish.
Might be a case of just, you know, chucking a bit further off.
That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just chuck it that little bit further off the platform, because there's that many fish there.
No, they'll move a couple of foot to get to your feeder.
You'd feel like they would move a couple of foot. So that's probably what, 4 foot off the platform
now? Noticed as well, you're getting a bit giddy with your bait, aren't you? Bit bigger on the
No, I still feel the same on the mould. Still the same. I'm not getting excited. I think I probably just went in a bit harder. So let's see if they want to come. I got a bit giddy with my cast. I think that's what I did there.
Still no extra bait, is there? Not putting any more bait hooks in?
No, just the bait that we're chucking in.
That initial feeder fall was like, come here chaps, there's some bait here.
Yeah.
I'm packing up, or it's margin time. That wasn't it? That
yeah,
was
that's
just
exactly right. Like, it's impact bait. But if you do 3, 4, 5, I think all you do is just put too much loose bait down there.
I mean, look at that for a big old liner.
I mean, look at that. Look how much that's bending round there as a liner.
I mean, you've got to say that's moving your feeder, haven't you?
At the moment, I don't think the feeder's moved, because I think when it does that, then you think to yourself the feeder's moved. Do you know, after I get a big liner like that, I always give it like 10 seconds, because sometimes it just goes whack. And it's like, the trap hasn't been set properly. If I get any more problems in the next 2 or 3 casts, Rob, I'll have a reset and move to the other side, because the speed in which the bites have come there. See, that was, we've got him, but he was snagged there briefly as well. So we're going to have to be careful.
The thing is as well, you get such a short window of opportunity in a match, you don't want to spend half of that window tackling up, losing fishing snags, messing around.
No,
of course. You just need to make sure it's right. Look at that.
Look at the state.
You see his face come up, his big old mouth come up.
He's a massive F1, he is. Yeah, but you got that bang on there, right? You said you don't want to be spending loads of time tackling up. Look at the state of that. And yeah, it's going to be nearly £4. So those fish, a £4 carp runs you around forever, doesn't it? Right? That's why I wanted to bring you back here today and show how these F1s can be the winning fish. I mean, look at the state of him. What an absolutely and utterly massive F1 that is.
Superb, mate, superb.